Are investors willing to invest in companies that have their earnings on the low or high? Will you risk investing in a company with an income as low as Meta? Let's discuss, is Meta stock a buy right now? Risks and upward potentials. Meta stock was doing very well from 2010 to 2019. Between that time, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram were the most downloaded apps in the world. During the second quarter of 2022, the daily active users across its apps were up by 4%. Facebook was very worthwhile during the COVID-19 pandemic, as many people, especially adolescent and young adults who had nothing to do during the lockdown periods, had to stay glued to social media daily. For instance, many teens had to join Facebook in 2020 because schools were closed and they couldn't go out to meet friends, so the only way they could get in touch was through social media. In the last quarter of 2021, Meta reported total revenue of approximately $118 billion, a rise of nearly 40% over 2020. Looking at the metaverse from both sides, one could say that looking from the opposite side, the metaverse is likely a risk that may not pay off and may bring Meta stock down further. While on the other hand, the metaverse could be the one thing Meta platforms need to boost their revenue and open new doors for the company. With leadership changes, a decrease in earnings, analysts and investors giving up, and having TikTok as a competitor, everyone is allowed to be worried about Meta. While all this is going on, Mark Zuckerberg still hopes his company and the metaverse are worth giving a shot to. Mark is hopeful that the company's stock will return to its healthier state in 2023. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. Desmond Tutu. Investors and analysts who think Meta stock is done should hold on. Most companies' earnings have been low, with inflation and interest rate hikes being one of the causes. The typical earnings reported by Meta could result from the economic crisis rather than the business being a liability, as Meta is one of many companies facing lows this year. Still, there is no doubt that Meta stock recorded the highest lows. Although Meta platforms recorded the highest lows, Meta stock price is expected to rise in some years. Let's discuss this shortly. The number of people using Meta platforms remains strong, which means the business is still worth buying. That said, the metaverse continues to be a risk because nobody knows the outcome.
Incredible.
Your only chance of seeing us again is if you subscribe to our channel. So if you've not done that yet, kindly do it before it escapes you. Our channel is not a professional advisor. Kindly do your homework before you invest. This year's earnings should not be used to judge the company's well-being, as Meta has been through similar cases but bounced back. According to recent data collected, WhatsApp, which still needs to be monetized, has over 2 billion daily followers, which is suitable for Meta. This still means Meta has enough opportunities to make more profit over the years and return to a healthy income company. Meta has made profits in the past, and it is believed that when a few changes are made in the company, Meta can be in the oath of success in the next 2 to 3 years. Mark Mahaney of Escort is still sticking with Meta and hoping to buy more, as he is optimistic about Meta in the future.
Mark, I know you've been positive on this stock for a very long time, maybe almost back to the IPO. You've had a buy rating on it. That was a smart call for a very long time, but this year has been a different story. What the heck happened, and what you heard yesterday, what do you take out of that? Is that a big dark cloud, or are you still looking for silver linings?
I'm sticking with the buy on it. What I found interesting listening to the call last night is the more that Zuckerberg talked about his investment plans for the metaverse and AI, the more the stock traded off in the aftermarket.
Although WhatsApp is not monetized, the company still benefits from its advertising segments. This will be discussed later. Some Meta stock predictions from analysts at that Meta stock price is expected to be $272 by the end of 2022. And $360 in 2023 when we look into the long-term forecast.
Wait, what?
Meta's stock price will continue to increase in value, and it is expected to reach $470 in 2025, $580 in 2027, and $765 in 2030. Potential buyers may want to look into the company's future other than its current economic state, which is discouraging. Looking at Meta's earnings over the years before these financial hurdles started worldwide, Meta was doing very well. Looking at the Meta stock price now, investors who haven't bought any Meta shares may want to purchase a few while it is still cheap, because although the company lost a lot this year, it is still a company with a lot of potential. Meta has, over the years, proven to be a value stock, so being down now doesn't mean it's over for Meta. We've seen some successes from the company. From its advertising segments, the company is still making a lot of revenue, which will help Meta get back on its feet in the long run. Meta stock is owned by patient investors who believe in the long term rather than looking at the company's current financial status. Warren Buffett believes risk comes from not knowing what you are doing.
Thank you for your service.
In 2030, Meta stock price is projected to have become much healthier as the metaverse must have become a reality, with platforms such as Facebook and other businesses under Meta making significant profits and tearing the stock market down. It is challenging to conclude by saying Meta will undoubtedly be doing much better than many analyst predictions before 2030. However, if the company pulls through and puts some critical measures in play, the Meta stock price may rise far higher. Our videos are mainly for informational and educational purposes only. Please do not take anything we say for financial guidance. Kindly seek professional advice before investing. What do analysts have to say about Meta stock? Well, we got you. We recommend you watch our video titled, "Are Analysts Giving Up on Meta Stock? Time to Dump Facebook Meta Stock?" See you again.